What's up, everybody? How you all doing? I hope you enjoyed the earlier video I did earlier today. I posted it earlier this afternoon, kind of breaking everything down, trying new features, guys, hoping that it looks nicer, works better. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Hopefully, I'll do more of that in the off season when it comes to draft picks and other things like that. So who's in the house, guys? I see Chaz J in the house. Good, not Chaz Green. We're coming back to Dallas. That's the first thing we're talking about. We're gonna wait till some people get in here, though. Bonnet Cam in the house. You are second on my screen. Um, let's see, Bonnet Cam. Oh, so close. Yeah, I know. And Mr. Ancient. D-Law coming back. Well, yeah. I nothing's been set yet, but franchise tag is almost a shoe-in at the worst case scenario. Garoppolo got 138 million. Yeah, I know, guys. That's crazy money he got. Kirk Cousins' number is going to go through the roof, or at least close to it. All right. So it's going to be interesting. What's up? What's up, guys? Junior Muth in the house, man. Listen, you guys are commenting fantastic on those videos that we don't do the live streams. So much love, guys. I appreciate all your comments. It keeps it lively, keeps it going, and sharing ideas, guys. We don't all agree, but we all do connect, and we all do kind of share these different thoughts. And sometimes you guys actually bring good points up that make me kind of say, I never saw it that way. And I hope you guys get the same thing for myself and fiance and even the kids once in a while. So what's up, Bionic Cam? Nathan Roberts. Nathan Roberts plays. What's up? Buddy Johnson. Hey, Cowboys fan. Marquise. What's up? Yeah, what's up, man? MCF in the house, guys. As you see here, boom. Wristband. My Cowboys family. Navy blue, white lettering. $10 or more any time in the lifetime of this channel, guys. If you donate, we send you one of these. All right. So again, we have the leaderboard up top. As you can see, Cowboys Abroad with his donation and his donations in the chat. So he's killing it, man. So much love to Cowboys Abroad. LT Metters, the Philly fan. Got to be careful. He wants to burn my beautiful Eagles suck shirt. I know it's folded. Kind of folded. But, yeah, that shirt he wants to burn. It finally failed me after 25, 6, 7 years. I don't know. And so it's going to... He still has to put in. We made a deal. Let's just put it that way. And he's halfway there. So Julian Smith in the house. Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl parade. Just sinkings me. Yeah, I could not. I was going just checking the news, checking different things in the afternoon. I see that the Eagles celebrating. I pretend like it didn't even happen. I literally just changed the channel. I couldn't watch it. It made me feel sick to my stomach as well. Yeah. Julian, I'm with you there. Cowboy fan Marquise. Imagine what we might have to pay Dak. I know. That's still, 2 years away. So we'll know more about Dak and if he's going to stay. I know Steve Scoggins and a couple other guys, they don't really want Dak. They think he sucks. He was great the first year, not great the second year, but not horrible if you look at the numbers. But he did overthrow a lot of people. There's a lot of factors to this. We're not going to go rehash all of that, guys. We're going to deal with the now, the here and now. Let me drop something here for you guys. As I always say in all of our streams, make sure you don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. Join the family. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it has all your notifications on. And also, guys, sometimes it doesn't work through YouTube, so make sure you send us, or not send us, but follow us through Twitter. All right, it's My Cowboys Family. It's pretty simple. We go from here, guys. Let's see where we're at. So we're gonna kick this thing off here. Eagles have no class. Not all. I will say this. I always thought that way too. I thought all the Eagle fans were just trash. But obviously, as any generalization, it's you're usually wrong about that. So I did learn that there are actually some decent Eagle fans. There's a whole dump load of bad ones, but there are some good ones out there. Trust me. So pretty cool. One of my best friends I grew up with when I was a kid in West New York, New Jersey. They he's a big time Eagle fan, and I feel happy for him, like him winning, feeling that good about this Eagles. Waited his whole life for this moment, so but I hate it's the Eagles, So you guys feel me out there. M Camp says, "Me too." Did you hear Kelsey and his speech? Yeah, I saw some guy. I think it was Kelsey. He was like dressed like something crazy. I didn't watch it. I refused. I not refused out of protest. I just refused because I had a sickness. I just didn't. I didn't want to have to throw up. I didn't want to feel like crap. You know what I mean? Eagles 0-1, man. Congrats to your Eagle fans, I guess. To the fans that are the good ones, not the bad. The bad ones go themselves. So, yes, there you go. Joe Martinez in the house. I'm focused on my team, not even worried about the Eagles. Exactly, man. So let's talk about how the Cowboys get better. And let me try to drop that little thing here. We have a good race up on top, guys, in the donations. Let me. Ooh, I thought I was gonna be able to do that. I guess not. I don't know if fiance's out there next door. Actually, she's next door right now. But drop that link if you're out there, baby. And if not, the whole almost 20 of you guys. There's the support the stream. It's not super chat. It's better than super chat. YouTube steals 30% of your donations to help the channel. That go to the channel. So if you give 10, we get 7, and they get 3. So through Streamlabs here, we get 97% of it. I think it is. They in the process of going from here to PayPal, it's like a 3% loss. So guys, just saying, if you're gonna help us out, it's through that link right there, man. Thank you guys that do, and thank you guys that comment and post. We appreciate it. You guys are all part of my Cowboys family. So let's get on to it, guys. Let me just clear. Chris Senior in the house. What's up? Would you trade 19th pick for Earl Thomas? You would. It's a tough one. It depends who's there. How's that answer? I hold it off for a little bit. Chris Senior. It depends who's available. If you have Roquan Smith, you take Roquan Smith. I think you go with Roquan Smith. If you have, a really elite guy that you really need on your team, I don't know if Vita Vea is the guy. I think but I think Vita Vea's youth and his impact will be tremendous for the Cowboys. So I think he's like the last. If he's gone, and it's like Maurice Hurst, other guys, then I'd probably make the deal. So Chaz J says no. So yeah, I guess it depends who's out there. Now let me go to the discussion here about Demarcus Ware possibly being a Cowboys coach. Now it's still a ways away, and I don't want to say he's a coach like a full timer. He's going to be like an assistant of some sort. So here's the thing: first and foremost, he's still not in the Ring of Honor. The last person that was in the Ring of Honor was Darren Woodson. But the thing is that he wants to make an impact on the Cowboys team. I think his NFL Network contract is up at the end of like in the end of spring or something like that. So it expires in March. So he wants to get back into football. Demarcus Ware. He wants to be like a pass rushing helping specialist. I think that's what I'm making up my own term for this, but this is what I'm getting the gist from the article, from the story I'm reading. He also always has wanted to kind of be involved in the coaching realm and aspect of things. Dallas is a perfect fit. The one thing Jerry Jones does do well is he treats his players that are long timers, the loyal ones. Yes, even the Des Bryants. He will treat them well for the rest of their lives as a Dallas Cowboy. And Demarcus Ware is definitely one of them. And as you can see, our team is full of assistants and some coaches that are former players from the Cowboys. Of course, Jason Garrett, the head coach, the head carrot. And then, you have other coaches on the team. And again, you have a lot of these guys are former players, but I'm talking about actually specifically Cowboy players. Mark Colombo is still kind of hanging onto the team there. He was interviewing for the tight end position. Maybe he'll be an assistant to the tight end to help teach the tight ends how to block better, especially when we're going to lose Hannah this offseason. And that's almost a definite, guys. If you watch the video, you'll know more. Go back and watch that video if you haven't yet. What's up, Diane in the house, X Factor in the house, Jimmy G's big contract. I think, I think that's everything kind of goes up in price as things go on. And I do think that Jimmy G, I don't want to say he deserves it yet because it's hard to say that, but they're risking a lot. I think that's well worth the risk, I think. But that means that now Kirk Cousins, what does he get paid? Zachariah says, what do you think about us picking up Malcolm? I think it'd be a stupid mistake, Zach. The main reason is because he's too expensive. He's like 11 million or 13 million a year. It's just, let's not even think about that, guys. Let's be real. And he's great. Number 21 on the now formerly of the New England Patriots is going to be a great player for whatever team. If you want to break the bank for him, that's something we have to, you guys go back and listen how we broke down the salary cap. We really, in reality, after signing our rookies and our core of our re-signed players that we have to sign that are unrestricted and some that are restricted, franchise tagged or second round tenders, all those guys, it's going to leave us, after everything's said and done, and after signing Hitchens and Zach Martin and D. Law for the franchise and David Irving for the $3 million two second round tender, when you add it all up, we only have $8 to $12 million left over to sign free agents. You sign Malcolm Butler, that's the only free agent, and that's not a good idea. You see, so we got to be smart. Let's see here. Nate Newton, head coach. Hell no. I do not want Nate Newton for the head coach. I'm just saying. I just great player, not the best coach in my opinion. Maybe an assistant. Again, you'll see assistant Nate Newton as the offensive line coach eventually, probably. Um, we'll see what happens. But when it comes to Demarcus Ware, guys, I mean, we know he's an elite pass rusher. Maybe he can really help not only Demarcus Lawrence, who's already a very good pass rusher, but maybe he could tweak him up a little bit. And the rest of the front line, Taco. Taco is the guy who definitely would need that training. And I think who else better than to give it to him than Demarcus Ware? So, I think we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, let me see here. Marinelli did coach Demarcus Ware for a season. So, he understood the way that Marinelli kind of built the defense. Even though that's the reason why Demarcus Ware had to eventually go, because he did not fit into the scheme. So the deal is, guys, he wants to get back on the field. All right. So not as a player, as a coach, talking to the Cowboys. That's all we hear right now. We don't know to what extent and what aspect his contract for NFL Network is up in March. And so we'll see what happens. I expect him to be some sort of assistant or player, connection. I don't know what you'd call an assistant of some sort, outside assistant, just like some random assistant. That'll be his title, and he'll be working just with helping out all the players. Just more Cowboys around there. It's like a family atmosphere, So I guess there's good and bad to all those things, but I don't know. I just want to see coaches that are proven, that are hard nosed, not former players all the time, unless they can do it. But Garrett has not. So let's see, guys. I'm gonna go a couple of questions and then continue to the next topic. Derrick Rose, man, back in the old days. All the basketball talk, guys. Much love in there. Now here, guys, we're gonna do some basketball stuff in the future. Probably around the All-Star break when we do the slam dunk. We'll probably do that whole Saturday evening. Myself and fiance will be on camera, and the kids, if they're with us, they will be doing it with us as well. Now I wanted to mention about a signee. We signed the new player today, a futures contract to yes, some of you guys already know, but it's Jason Thompson. All right, he's formerly of Wyoming as a quarterback. All right, but then he went to Utah and then transferred into a safety, linebacker safety. He's listed as both, but safety is his main thing, guys. He's 6'2", 208 pounds. All right, and last year as an undrafted free agent, the Patriots signed him and they let him go. So we picked him up. They're basically saying this quote. This is from the Salt Lake Tribune. He's a coach's dream as far as being team first, and I'll do whatever you ask me to do. He'll do it 100%. You look at his notebook, copious notes. It's all about the little details. That's why you can trust him going from offense to defense and picking up the safety position and bidding his time and being patient because of the depth. Never complains and gives it everything he has. So I'm excited for him. So again, guys, remember the Cowboys are building their roster. They got to build up to 90 when the time training camp starts. So we'll see what comes out of this guy here from Utah. Quarterback / safety. Sounds familiar? Jamil Showers? Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. Now, I did want to say that a little draft touch here. We went from Demarcus Ware and the coaches. We went, from this new player we signed here to, he'll be on in training camp unless, if everything goes well, he'll be in training camp. And his name, again, guys, is Jason Thompson. Safety, he's 6'2", 208 pounds from Utah, via Wyoming. And anyways, guys, let's talk about some rookies. A specific name I've been hearing, two guys. I've been focusing on Derwin James for a while. I think that if he's there at 19, it'd be fantastic. I've been saying that for a long time. The word is that when this combine starts on March 2nd, it's going to be, he's going to destroy everybody. He's going to look better. So he's going to go up in this. So if we were even thinking about getting him, probably not going to happen, unfortunately. Now, another guy the Cowboys have been looking at, talking to, mentioning, and I don't think he's at the combine. It's Mike Hughes from UCF, guys. Yes, UCF. Let's go Knights. They're saying he can be a guy who can be picked up and used in the secondary by the Cowboys. And again, like that hybrid, they're going to try to make him a hybrid, somebody who can play press coverage. And that's the key. They might use him on third downs and use him in press coverage in the slot, using him all over the field. Just you can move him around and really use his strength, his size. So that's another guy, but somehow he was a fourth rounder. Now he's mentioned in the first round. So incredible, and congratulations to Hughes for UCF Knight for alumni like myself from there, guys. It's awesome. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I spent a lot of time building that last video, guys, in the sense of getting the numbers. I know I wish I had the ability to put text on the screen through that program, but I would have put down all the breakdown of the numbers. Basically, would end up after all those guys that you saw signed and some of those guys cut and those guys restructured. After all of those guys before the free agents, we have between $50 to $55 million open on the cap. When we start signing everybody, Demarcus Lawrence, Irving, Hitchens, I put him at $8 million. Probably be closer to $6 million, maybe even less if it's a long-term deal, which it should be from the Cowboys, from whichever team. So when you sign those guys, and of course Zach Martin, which opens up $5 million by signing him, we actually lessen his contract for this season on the cap. So with all of those things together, you actually have you have a lot of money to spend, right? But then when you break it down, and you guys got to watch the video. I'm not going to go and tell you the whole thing, but when you add in all the contracts and you add in all the guys you have to re-sign, Demarcus Lawrence, David Irving, but those aren't the Hitchens. Those aren't the big ones, though. It's it's like the little ones that really eat up a lot of space. The long snapper here and the backup tackle there, and just different guys that you have to kind of pay. And then when you look at free agency, you're looking at using between 9 and 13 million. I looked at it as between 5 players split, 5 ways, 13 million. We have about 12 million at that point at most. So we'd have to, probably drop one of those guys. Let's say not get 2 receivers. Let's say a John Brown or a Dante Moncrief. In that situation, I know the sickle cell thing has been an issue for him in his career. Also the injury thing. Same thing with Moncrief, a little bit with the injuries, but they're both good risks in my opinion. They both would push T. Will. Especially I think Moncrief is more built like T. Will, but faster. All right. He can get separation, Moncrief, from what we've seen when he's not injured. John Brown is a speed burst out there. I mean, he will spread that field. He'll go deep. I think he's worth the risk, even with the sickle cell issues that might not have him have the endurance in the game. He had to come out a lot. So those are things we have to think about when we sign these guys. But I do think that either of these guys will push T. Will as that second receiver, because I don't think Dez is going anywhere, guys. Just whether we like it or not, that's kind of the way it's going to stay. Dez Bryant is going to probably restructure, which again, we talk about that in the video too, and what's going to be happening. You see there's a picture of him catching the ball. That's what he has to do. He has to look that ball in and close his hand at the right time to make sure he catches that ball. If he does that, stay here with the X forever, guys. But this is the make or break for Dez. This is a almost make or break for Dak. Zeke is the man. We got to make sure this is a make or break for Linehan running that offense, and almost a make or break for Garrett. So you see where all these things kind of Garrett and Dak kind of, they're gonna, if one goes, they're both going. I mean, if Dak goes, let me put it that way, Garrett's going, in my opinion. But with Linehan, he's on the hot seat, Linehan, and I think that this is his last chance. That's why he's moving Dak out of the pocket and making the offense more Dak friendly. And I like this one thing he's saying, that he's going to roll Dak out of the pocket to avoid the rush. And in doing that, in the process, you can scare the defense into thinking that you might run the ball at that point, which he will. So they come up, and when they do, he's very accurate at throwing it on the run. He's actually very accurate as one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best, over the 2 years that he's been in the NFL. I think he's either first or second in the percentage against the blitz in making completions. So he's got some, he'll overthrow it here and there for sure, but usually they don't lead to interceptions. Usually overthrows it and it goes out of bounds or it's incomplete. Usually, we'll see how this third year is critical. And if he gets one more chance, it'll be the fourth. And if he screws up 2 more years in a row, he's out. That's for sure. So they'll have Cooper Rush ready to roll in there in year 4. You can bet your butt on that. So, but let's hope it doesn't happen. I really think it's going to be Dak in there, and really, really doing some good stuff out there, barring that horrible display against Derek Carr the other night. Let me get some of your questions, guys. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, that thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and make sure you're subscribed, guys. We're building up here. We're heading to 1,400 soon. It's a slow grind, but it's all good, guys, because we're going to do this whether there's 1 subscriber or 2 million subscribers. So thank you all for just being part of this. And again, guys, boom, super chat, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Oh, and also I almost forgot, and I'll drop the link now for you guys here. There we go. But I wanted to show you guys one last little thing from my Cowboys family. Get their little donation weekly winner bar, which I must say, I have to say this, much love to Slim Shady. I don't know if it's the real Eminem, but he broke the streak for DJ Crown J, who is awesome. Guys, subscribe to him. Subscribe to Space Cowboy 17. There's going to be a roundtable chat tonight around 11 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check that out tonight. I think I'll be appearing, so I'll be making it on there. Talk a little Dallas Cowboy football with a bunch of great YouTube creators that are Cowboy fans. So again, subscribe up to Space Cowboy 17, DJ Crown J's Fifth Quarter Cowboys, Cowboys Legends, Cowboys Legend 27, LL. That's who it is, man. Sub up to him, and of course, last but not least, Dallas Cowboy Football News, DCFN. Sign up and subscribe up to them, guys. And join us later on around 11 o'clock for a lively chat about the draft. So let's see here, guys. Let me see. I'm trying to go here and check it out through here, guys. Give me 1 second, and I'll get your some comments, and then we're gonna kind of log out of here, guys, within the next 10 minutes or so. It's a short one tonight. That video hopefully held you guys through. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment on that video as well, because I definitely love interacting with you guys about my thoughts out there. I figure I say that every single time I say that on these streams. What's in that video? All right. But now I've kind of, basically it's like isolating it. So I wanted to make sure I put a real good description of how I think we can build this team with what we have. We can't change the coaches. We can't change the owner. But let's see what we can build this through. Maybe we can put some ideas out there, and maybe some guys start rolling with it. And maybe it is the right thing. Maybe it's the wrong thing. Either way, let me know what you think. All right. And that's what it's about. Sharing ideas, my Cowboys family, guys. So let's see here. I'm going to go back a little bit. Yeah, I've been saying Vita Vea a long time there, Mr. Ancient. What's up? How you doing? Showers is not good. I agree. He's just barely making the team as a practice squad player. That's why I don't want another Jamil Showers. But look, I'm not putting too much into this safety. He's just another Benny Benwickery, for instance. That's all he's going to be at most. Surprise us. That would be great if he surprised us. Rack City in the house. Zach could. We're talking about basketball. I'm going to skip the basketball talk, guys, for now, because I'm still in football mode. It's Cowboys for life. And I love basketball. I love playing it. I love my Bulls when they had Jordan. But I love them do or die. So I'm still rooting for them, even though they're probably the worst team in the league. I know they're really bad. Thank you, X Factor. Guys, sub up to him as well. Triplets Cowboys. My thoughts on Jason Thompson. From the little bit I've heard, he sounds good, but they always sound good. Honestly, he just reminds me of the first person I thought of was Jamil Showers. And that's not anything. That's not saying much. He's a practice squatter at best, is what that tells me, with quarterback skills. The one thing I will say is if he has that quarterback brain, then that would be something that could be, utilized. And if he's making the switch over to safety, maybe something that could come to our. It's worth the risk. We'll see in training camp. Don't expect him to make the team unless he really surprises us. Then, fantastic. Then that's finding a diamond in the rough. Ron Smith in the house. What's up? I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, guys, I am sorry. I think I caught up with everybody there. Bleed Green is in there saying all about the Eagles. Ryan 17, what's up? What's up, Ryan? Hopefully we will be coaching. We'll probably by the end of February, we're going to be starting our coaching regimen, and we're going to have myself and fiance are ready to rock and roll with our Bear Creek Cowboys. And we got 2 players from last year, of course, our own 2 kids as well, and that makes 4. So we got ourselves a team rolling, guys. I know how to play with each other, so it's going to be fun. And we're going to post some highlights on there for sure about my Cowboys family coaching. That's crazy. We have football 365, guys. So let's see here. Buddy Johnson says, Dad, did you hear Tony Romo became? Yeah, he's been a golfer. He almost made the pro tour or one of these matches, these big matches, once or twice in the offseason. So when he was playing with the Cowboys. So that's not surprising at all. I mean, that's his thing. I would say football, he loves football. That's his passion. I think golf is almost the same, if not as much, or more. Yeah, check out his shirts too, guys. X Factor. And so let's see here. I just said it, Cowboys X Factor. Sorry. So Rack City ABC in the house. What's up? Zach, honest. Let me see here. Steve Undrowski. What's up, man? How you doing, Steve? Zach says, what big name free agents should we get? Big name? That's the thing. First of all, realistically speaking, I don't think we'll get a big name player because Jerry Jones won't go for a big name player. We're not going to get Jarvis Landry. as a free agent. We're not going to probably trade for an Earl Thomas. That'd be nice, but I don't expect those things. What you want to look for are the diamonds in the rough. The Eagles did it. And I'm not saying we're doing it exactly the way they did it, but they did it through the draft, they did it through free agency, and they did it through trades. And savvy trades, getting Ajayi, getting a couple of these other guys they put together on their team. Smart moves, even though Ajayi is not for the future, is for now. They won now. They won at Super Bowl. So Jerry Jones is trying to go only draft, and then everything else he's shying away from. He's being, someone said it earlier in a comment, gun shy from trade, and I don't blame him. After Roy Williams and Joey Galloway before that, I mean, it's been debacle after debacle. So he's obviously doesn't want to go that route that often anymore. You can't stop. You got to still go for something that is not a big contract, and you're not taking a huge risk on, but it could pay off huge rewards, like they did with the Eagles did with a lot of their players. And a lot of other teams do that. We don't. When their guys get hurt, the next guy fills in. When our guys get hurt, the whole team collapses. And I'm sorry, that comes down to coaching, but even more so, the foundational thing is it comes down to management, ownership. Jerry Jones, in this case. Even Will McClay has his hands tied to some extent when it comes to making trades, making moves in free agency, or even re-signing some of their own players. The draft, he has a big input in it. Even Jason Garrett has input in the draft. A lot of things to kind of marinate in and listen and just kind of think about a lot of different options. But I truly think if the Cowboys want to make a big splash in free agency, you go with a Dante Moncrief, 6'2". He runs like a 4.4 in the 40. It's very fast for a guy that size. He can catch great. He just has to stay healthy. All right. I think a secondary receiver would be like a John Brown type. Okay, somebody who could really be quick, get it short and take it to the house, go deep and make great catches. He's very athletic. It's just about he does have sickle cell, which we will definitely could slow him down throughout games. And he also has the injury issues as well. So there's good and bad both those guys. But both those guys, if you saw the last video, about $2.5 million to $3 million each. So if you pick one, get them on that team, push T-Wheel. Get somebody out there that can get separation. Hopefully Dez is not going to use, not telling the coaching staff or the conditioning staff that he was injured, at the 16th game of the year, 17th game of the year. It's a little too late then. And he's playing injured. He didn't get separation. Well, I guess they can blame it on that. But I still truly think that, he could, Dez Bryant could definitely take it to the next level again where he used to be if he's a team player. And if he's not, he's got to go next year. I say give him one more year. Now, Earl Thomas could be the only big free agent signing you could. I mean, I agree. I would like that, but again, we got to be smart. Who are we trading away for this? I wouldn't mind getting rid of any of these three guys. Tyrone Crawford, number 1. Cole Beasley, number 2, because we got Switzer, and we got Taco behind Crawford, and then T-Will, number 3. You got Moncrief. Just saying, that's the way to go. Get rid of that. That's like $10 million open on your payroll, and you fill it in with Earl Thomas. You understand? Something like that. Something in that sense. Maybe you get a draft pick or 2. That would be the ideal way to go, in my humble opinion. Yes, Steve, you're right. He does. But Earl Thomas will be a free agent next year. So will Byron Jones. So, no, Zach, Earl Thomas is a free agent next season. Like I said, the same as Byron Jones. Moncrief is not elite. I agree. He's not elite. I never said he is. Dez is supposed to be elite. Dez is still going to be on the team. You got Dez on one side, you got Moncrief on the other, and you got Switzer in the slot. And then you have Dak rolling out of the pocket now a lot more often. I think you got yourself a better chance when you got to go throwing and you want to go Linehan style and you're going to throw all damn game, which I don't agree with. I think we should run more than we throw. Last year we were like 53 or 54% pass and 46% run. That's trash. We have to be the year before that we were 55% run, 45% pass, more or less. But my point is that it's a 10% swing. It should not be happening. And again, you could say we were down. No, we weren't down every game, all game long. We were not. Look at the record. Look at that losing streak in the middle of the season when we lost Tyron Smith. And yes, Zeke's suspension too. But we didn't lose a step in the running game. Everybody still averaged 4.5, 5 yards. Rod Smith, Alfred Morris. Okay, not McFadden. He played one snap and then was cut, but or retired. So again, Do you guys understand? The problem was Tyron Smith, and the problem is that in those games against Atlanta, it was 10-7. We were down at halftime against the Falcons, and we were literally going to make it a 7-point game to start the fourth quarter, and Bailey missed the field goal. So, or not Bailey, the replacement Nugent missed the field goal. Then, and then they took another touchdown. That was pretty much the end of it. But that was a close game. The Eagle game on the Monday night game, we were winning 9-7 at halftime. 9-7, the Cowboys are winning. And yeah, we got kind of blown out at the end. But again, still, Cowboys were hanging in, mainly because of their defense. And the last game of that streak, the LA Chargers on Thanksgiving, it's horrible. But it was 3-0 at halftime, Chargers. So I hope you guys are catching my drift. What I'm trying to say, we've been in every game, even with the bad coaching, even with the best players being out. We've been in every single game against the best teams, against a Super Bowl champion team at their best, against against a Falcon team that just went to the Super Bowl the year before, a Charger team that has a very good defense and a very good offense and was just hitting their stride. They were making a run for the playoffs at the time. So 3 tough teams, and we were either leading or down by 3 points, and we're down by 3 points in 2 games and up by 2 in the other one. What more can you say? I mean, we have a talent on the field. We're missing the coaching. We're missing the management moves that really have to complete the depth on our team. And all these things tie in. And you see, so when you add it all up, this is the result. A 9-7 season, which I call, and I will still try to call, an 8-8 season at best. 8-8 because that last game against third string against the Eagles should be embarrassing. It was what, 6-0, I think it was. What a piece of garbage that was. Barely beating a third string team with your first stringers, and you lose Jonathan Cooper, who we need to re-sign, and you'll see why if you watch the last video. So Butler's gone, Skandrick's gone, Mayowa's going to be cut, James Hanna's going to be cut. I like Hanna, but he cannot stay on the team with the money he's holding under the cap. He's not worth it. We have, and I say that only in the most respectful way, because we have somebody else, Blake Jarwin, who the Cowboys obviously want to keep on the team. We moved him onto the starting 53 to make sure the Eagles didn't pick him off our practice squad. There's a reason why we did that. So Blake Jarwin's going to be on this team. And I think that's where you see Hanna going away and Jarwin stepping into that spot. Cheaper version of Hanna. Now, Hanna's never really been used, more than 3 or 4 passes a season? He's not there for the receiving. He's there for the blocking. And if Blake Jarwin can block, I'm good with letting Hanna go and opening up almost $3 million on the cap. That's big. And the same thing with Skandrick is almost $2 million or $1.7 million. And I think Mayo was like almost $3 million as well. These guys, it's time for them to go. Bryce Butler, we're not going to re-sign. Now, Alfred Morris, we're not going to re-sign, but we might re-sign him depending on what running backs are out there. I mentioned some names over there. Lance Dunbar, who used to be a Cowboy. I mentioned, of course, Alfred Morris, but I also mentioned Jeremy Hill from the Bengals. I think that would be a nice name to pick up. Probably be the most expensive out of the backs. Him and Burkhead would be the 2 more expensive ones. Don't know if you want to use those guys with Zeke, as the backup running back, but those are 2 guys that the Cowboys might be looking at. And as I said already, Dunbar, Alfred Morris, and then there was another one, and I forgot. You have to check the video out for that, guys. Who missing coaching and depth? I agree, and we've been saying that since video 1. We've never been since 7 years before this when Garrett became coach. I've been saying it since his 3rd game of his coaching career with the Cowboys. I've been saying, got to get him out of here. This guy does not know what he's doing, and maybe I was a little early jumping on him like that, but he's never shown anything. Again, yes, under 8-8 twice, but we had Romo injured. He was 8-8 3 times, spared this year 4th time because we beat third stringers. So that's 4 8-8 years. I'm going to call it 4. Sorry, guys, you don't like it. That's 4 8-8 years for Jason Garrett out of 7. He's got 1 below 500, and he's got 2 above. The 2 above was, of course, 2014 with Romo going to the playoffs, losing with the catch play with Green Bay, and then again losing to Green Bay as the number 1 seed last year with Zeke and Dak, rookies. So again, who took it there? Yeah, there's some coaching, talent. The talent took it there. That's what took it to the top. But you can't take it all the way to the top with just talent. You got to have coaching. So we get another 1st seed and get a bye, and then we'll lose again because we have Garrett as our coach who will coach week does not coach intelligently, would be outcoached by pretty much any and every coach in the league. And that's just the unfortunate part. That's where I fear him. To be the only coach, basically the only coach in the league, except for Bruce Arians, who changed, by the way, in after the 5th or 6th week. The idea of giving the ball, when you win the coin toss, getting the ball first instead of deferring, which is statistically and scientifically proven to be the wrong decision. Garrett wanted to stick to that stubbornness the entire year until the last week, which we won against the Eagles. Again, I'm not going to count that as a win, but you guys catch my drift. That's the only game that we started the ball in the second half. And again, it allows you to not have to make as many adjustments, or to implement your adjustments sooner than later. So, then not. And again, that's the problem. Teams would score on them before the half, and then get the ball in the second half and score on them again. When that happens, you are getting taken out of your game. Now the adjustments you had planned for are not going to work anymore, and that's where Garrett and staff suck, plain and simple. And just for everybody, guys, yes, as you can see, we have a super chat above us. So if you want to, and you guys enjoying the stream, I'm gonna post it right now, guys. Give me a second, because I'm about to get out of here. And again, even when the stream's not on, you guys can post through there. It does do a little special shout out, and it does. You can even do it when we're off stream, but I will keep tabs and tallies on all above. So again, and check out all of the links below, guys, for the shirts. I'll do like this right now just to give you a quick look. Boom, there's the shirts, guys. Check them out. 20 for the men's and women's and non-Cowboy fans, and 18 for the kiddies. So just representing without having to go through Jerry Dumbass Jones. So guys, let me get the last questions in here. I'm going to wrap this thing up. We're on 40 minutes here. I got less than 5 minutes. So let's see here. Butler's gone because it's got to be DC for life cowgirl in the house. What's up? Yeah, no, I've always said that. I've always said last year, I said we should have went with Bryce Butler and forgot about T. Will, and we signed T. Will for $4 million a year for 4 years. I was kind of surprised. That kind of took Bryce Butler a couple of years back. That's an example of Cowboys being almost too loyal. What they should have done is let him go, and now that we have him, what we should do is try to trade him. Trust me, there's a lot of teams out there that would like a Terrence Williams. They think that, we're going to get some untapped talent. Don't realize that you're not really going to get that. And I can tell you that he's got some great blocking skills for a receiver, but Bryce Butler is a better overall receiver. But we got to say bye to him. It's over. It's over. It's not coming back. So let's see here. We can't keep Hannah, Zach. We have Blake Jarwin. We're gonna draft the tight end, probably a Fumajelli or if we get an earlier pick somehow, Mark Andrews. But again, if you look at the 4th or 5th round, you got Fumajelli, you got Gesicki, you got all these guys that are still good tight end depth in the 4th and 5th round of the draft. So we're gonna be good, guys. Yeah, I mean, but again, T. Will doesn't really do much. I gotta say, guys, he might have a good game here and there. I don't think he's consistent enough. Even as a number 2, he makes maybe 3 catches a game on average, 2 to 3. It's not enough. Maybe he gets a touchdown here and there. He does make some great plays, but sometimes he makes some real boneheaded plays too. Yeah, I agree. Toe, swag, the whole thing. I like that, but body catching is what costs us a little bit. Aside from the dumb play calling, Costa, he got to make that catch when Dak hits him right here, and it bounced off his shoulder pad. And we had control of that game against Green Bay, and they took it back for a pick 6. That wasn't Dak's fault. That was T. Will's fault. So Raptor charged in the house. Yeah, Jarek McKinnick, Zach was a guy I was talking about. I've heard he's going to stay. He was a guy I had on my list as well, but I'm looking at his numbers. They're looking at about $4 million for him plus. That's going to be too much to get a running back. We're not going to go that route on a running back. I think that would be a little bit not good to do, because I think that going for a running back that early, paying him that much, is just, you already have Zeke. There's no need. So Art 87 Stag in the house. What's up? And what do I think about Butler? There you go. But I just don't want the Eagles to get him, like someone said over here. I'm trying to hit your questions, guys. It makes it easier when you super chat, or it's no super chat in here because YouTube stopped us from monetizing our video, guys. Can you believe that crap? So no more ads. Probably for, until this whole thing gets settled. It's probably going to be another 2 months. That's why we have this Streamlabs. But we will have super chat available as well. It sucks that YouTube takes 30% of the donation through there, and through Streamlabs they take 3%. It's just there's no comparison, and it's going to where you want it to go to, not to YouTube. So Let's see here. Kingstar Vid says doesn't want to seem really into the games. There's with that face that really don't care. And just I know. I hate seeing that too, Kingstar. What can we do? We're stuck for at least one more year with him, maybe two, probably two. Depends what he commands in the market. Butler's always injured. I just don't want him to go to one of our rivals. That would suck. Art's in the house. What's up, Art? Definitely. Art 87 Stang Cowboys for life. Man, I don't know. Artie in the house. So let's see. Junior Moose says T-Will needs to be like the fourth. That's what I would say. I agree with you, Junior Muth. Steve Andruska says he stays healthy too. Well, that's true. T-Will does stay healthy. Pretty healthy. He missed a couple games here and there, but yeah. I do like Rod Smith as our number 2, Steve. I like that a lot. Now, Fred says, would you take Derwin James if he's available, even if Wheeler Hernandez is still? Yes. And again, that's a great question, Fred. Thank you for proposing that here. Derwin James, I think after the combine is going to go way up on he's going to go up probably a top 10 pick, maybe right outside the top 10. There's no chance of us getting a Derwin James, I think, once the combine ensues. I do think that we'll get someone like I think we'll end up getting Vita Vea. It seems to be dropping lower, which is good. We want that. I think he would be an impact player. And if for some reason all our guys are gone, Hernandez, and again, I can't believe he's in the first round. He was going to be the second round pick for us, possibly. But I think Vita Vea, Derwin James, Roquan Smith, and Will Hernandez, if he looks like he's going to be going, he's not going to make it to the second round, or we can't trade down. See, that would be another option. Trading down and getting a third round pick would be fantastic. That'd be the best thing. We would love that. But then I don't want to give up on Vita Vea if he's still there at 19. If he's gone and all the big names are gone that we really are looking at, or the Cowboys are looking at, I would say trade down to the 25th to 30th pick. You might get Maurice Hurst. Deron Payne is there. I'd rather get Maurice Hurst from Michigan. Get him, add a third round pick or a second round pick, and then do damage there. You got 3/4 and 2/5. It's going to be nice if we go that route. But again, keep this in mind. One last thing, guys, because I'm going to be in Big D for the draft, reporting or doing whatever you call this, YouTubing from their live streaming, guys, from the draft with a bunch of other YouTubers. Make sure you go subscribe up to Space Cowboy 17. Tonight we're having a live stream debate, a chat, a roundtable. So make sure you check in Space Cowboy 17. Make sure you check in with DJ Crown J's channel. It's called Fifth Quarter Cowboys, and the link is below, guys. He's our top sponsor and donator on this channel. So much love to DJ Crown J and Fifth Quarter Cowboys. Don't forget about Dallas Cowboy Football News, DCFN. Subscribe up to him. And the legendary Cowboys Legend 27, LL. Make sure you subscribe up to him. So, guys, thank you for all joining me in here. I'm going to do some shout-outs and then call it a night, guys. So, Artie Stang in the house, man. What do I think about the Eagle fans? Most of them I hate. I used to hate them all. I got to say, on this channel itself, it's really taught me pretty cool. There's a lot of cool ones out there. LT Metters, you see him right there above me? He's one of our top sponsors as well. He's an Eagle fan, diehard. Much love to people like him and fans like him, even if they're Eagle fans. I'm still going to say F the Eagles for the whole life, but I got to respect some of these fans that are better than what I thought. I think they were all battery throwing, injury cheering, running up the score, hollering, douchebags for the most part. So you get my drift, guys. Fred Woods, thank you, man. Fred Woods, Steve Andruski, Artie Stang, Junior Muth, DC for Life Cowgirl. I agree as well. Who else we got in the house, guys? Keystar Vids, Raptor Charged, Zach Heredia, Bobby J. Johnson, of course. Fiance, my Cowboys fiance. Yes, baby. We have Savage Bryant 88. Drop T, keep Butler. Can't do that anymore. I wish we could. Earl Thomas would be great, Cowgirl. But I think we should go after Moncrief for cheap, for $2 to $3 million a year. Cowboys X Factor in the house, guys. Don't forget about him. Sub up to him. Rack City, thank you for the modding, sir. Thank you. Bobby Johnson. Triplets 90. Check out with him too. I already called out Cowboys X Factor. Mr. Ancient, thank you, sir, for modding. We appreciate it. Diane Mahadas. Sorry, man. I gotta say your name better. Chaz J was in the house. Bleed Green, Eagle fan. Um, Kevin Kincaid, what's up? Chris Sr. in the house. I'm trying to go back all the way, guys. I think we're at the beginning here. And then we had M Cam sneak in there. Joe Martinez, what's up? Julian Smith. Good stuff in the beginning. Cowboy fan Marquise and the rest of the crew, guys. So, again, got to say it and say it often. Much love to everybody out there as part of the family. Make sure you all hit that like button. All right, that thumbs up. Make sure you all hit subscribe that have not been subscribed yet. Hit subscribe and be part of My Cowboys family. And of course, you got to hit that notification bell. Make sure it's turned on to all notifications. And even then, sometimes YouTube screws us over more. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, okay? On My Cowboys family at Twitter. So subscribe here. Follow us on My Cowboys family on Twitter. Again, Houston Cowboy in the house. What's up? I'm going to drop this here. You guys can do it now, later, or never. But this is how you can help us support the stream, guys. This is how we're going. This is how we got to go, or I'm going to go. And Fiance is very close to being almost there. But that's how we're going to go to the draft and take off time from work and move our schedule around so we can go out there. And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to chilling with all the Cowboy YouTubers out there and live streaming with them. It's going to be fun. We're gonna see what happens, guys. It's gonna be a good time out there. So we're gonna do meet and greets and all, whatever that consists of, just hanging out with a bunch of the fans, for the draft. So make sure you guys keep that in mind as well. My Cowboys family. We're trying to get Fiance out there too. All right. So yes, next time, Steve Androwski, and of course, again, guys, there's that link to help donate to the channel through Streamlabs. Thank you so much. We the donation bar. We have the t-shirts